Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the BlackPearl Attacks. A lot of you have been asking for some GiBarch with queen walks at Town Halls 10 and 11, so we thought we would show you a couple of replays and give you a quick tutorial on what you're kind of looking for in a base and kind of break it down. Now, when you're looking for a GiBarch, you're probably going to be carrying 4 healers to heal up your queens, 3 rages, and a couple of frees. Probably around 15 to 20 giants, and maybe 6 to 8 wall breakers, 6 to 8 wizards, and the rest barbarians and archers. So around 20 to 30 archers and around 10 to 20 barbarians, depending on how you want to do it. When you look at the base, on this base you kind of see that archer tower sitting out there. That archer tower is exposed to, and that archer tower is exposed to. But the big thing you want to kind of look at is those air defense, because those air defense can get your healers. And so when you drop the queen, you want to make sure you drop the queen in a fashion that the healers are going to be protected from those air defenses. So the queen is going to walk towards the air defense with the healers behind her. And so on this base, if you come at that archer tower with the queen and then funnel the queen into this direction, so she will take out that archer tower, that wizard tower, that cannon, and then you want to funnel her into here to take out that air defense. And then once you do that, then you can bring the bulk of your army into this direction, because the queen will likely take those structures out there and these structures here. So if you bring in your wall breakers and your wizards into this area, it'll clear out this area and that inferno, and your freeze is going to go there on that inferno. And by doing that, you're going to clear a nice little path through here, and then you're going to be able to get the majority of the loot in this base. So let's kind of watch it, talk about it as it kind of goes along. And notice that the angle the queen comes in, and the healers are going to come in behind, and this is going to force the queen into this direction. And notice that this air defense is not going to be able to get the healers, and this air defense is going to be destroyed by the queen. Now the rage comes in when you have the archer, when you have a point defense and the X-bow on. So again, you can either have an X-bow or 3-point defenses on the queen before you have to drop that healer. I'm sorry, before you drop that rage spell. Alright, so now just like you planned, the queen moves into this compartment, and then now you're going to move in with the giants to tank for your troops. As they start coming in, you're going to break that wall, or let the giants break the wall, either way. And those wall breakers came in a little bit early there, and so as you can see that once they didn't go into that direction, they kind of wandered off there. But that's alright, because as you can see that the freeze drops in right there on those infernos, and then that inferno will go down, and once that inferno goes down, it opens up this entire side of the base. And once you're there, the town hall is an easy 2-star. The town hall will go down to the archer queen, and you can see that the troops continue working their way around the outside of the base, and you've picked up the majority of loot. And actually on this raid, what you're going to see is that again, those giants can take quite a bit of damage from those infernos when they're set to multi, and so the giants pretty much last for a good portion of the raid. And when the giant lasts for a good portion of the raid, the queen can pretty much walk through. By this time her healers will probably be dead, but she can do a pretty good job of clearing out the base for a 3-star attack. Now, you're not going to see a lot of 3-star attacks with the GiBarch, but occasionally you will get those. And so let's go ahead and watch one more replay and talk about it as it goes on. Alright, this one's against the Town Hall 11. And again, when you kind of scout these bases, you want to figure out exactly where you want to take the queen into it. And on this base, again, there's a lot of good candidates because it's kind of a symmetrical base. So you can come in pretty much in any of those directions. But the two best ones are here. And I say the two best ones are there because that air defense is, or that eagle is there. And so on a Town Hall 11, you want to try to funnel into that eagle as soon as you can. That eagle can really damage your troops. And so, again, when you look at the queen walk here, if you can get that archer tower concentrating on your queen and get to that air defense, you can pick up that cannon there with a few minions. Then your queen is going to then walk along this way, destroying all these structures as she goes along. The king is even going to come up, and then if you drop a poison on the king, that'll take care of the king. And then either the queen may continue over to here, or she may cut in at some point in time. If the queen cuts in, then you're going to move into this block with a few giants, wall breakers, and a few wizards. And then you'll go on ahead and make sure if that compartment's open and that compartment's, or if that compartment's dead, that compartment's dead or open, the wall breakers should go straight to the middle. And once the wall breakers goes into the middle, then you should be able to funnel all your troops in there, a freeze spell in there, a rage spell in there, and that'll pretty much take care of the middle of the base. Once the middle of the base is dead, this will be a pretty easy, this is you're going to get everything in this area, and if you can take care of the middle, likely you're going to get the majority of the stuff in the space. So let's kind of watch. Now again, you kind of bring the queen in here. The queen will stay in front. Take that out so the healers will be safe. The good thing is the air defenses are way out there, and so that leaves it a pretty easy, pretty no-brainer to go in this direction. And then a couple minions to take care of that cannon. And then now this compartment is clear, so the wall breakers aren't going to go for there. And so now you want to make sure you clear that compartment so the wall breakers are going to go right up the middle. And so you kind of wait and see what the queen is going to do now. Since you're taking so long with the queen, the poison there on the king. And then once the poison's drop in the wizard to help the queen along, and that'll take care of the king. Now at this point in time, the queen is going to move into that direction. So you're going to need a giant and a few wizards and just like one or two wall breakers to break into there and clear that out. And so once that wall's open, then that's going to be the next step for the wall breakers, is to go straight up the middle. And so you drop a few troops to tank for them. The giants will tank for the wall breakers as they move in. And then again, you drop a rage there to help destroy that wall. Now your archers have already moved in. Your Grand Warden comes in. And as these Inferno Towers start to shoot, again, now you can use the Gordon's ability first. And then once you use the Gordon abilities, then you'll need the freeze spells and the rage. Drop a rage right in the middle, accelerates all the troops. That'll bring the Infernos down very quickly. And then again, pretty much this whole side of the base is opened up. Now again, since the queen has taken so long with the original part of the walk, we're probably not going to be able to get 3 stars on this raid. But at the same time, you're going to get most of the loot, and then it's going to be a nice solid percentage. And so at this time, you just kind of cleared out over 1 million in loot and almost 5,000 in dark. And it's a pretty effective raid for the army composition you used. And that is pretty much all there is to GiBarch. Again, every base is not going to set up for a GiBarch. When you start running to some of those max bases, they're going to be a little bit more difficult unless you have all 3 of your heroes going. If you have all 3 of your heroes going, then even some of the max bases can be GiBarched. So that's about GiBarch. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you guys later.